Welcome. If you like this video, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. It helps spread the word and helps make more of these videos possible. If you like this video even more, you can make a recurring donation via Patreon or a one-time donation via Ko-fi. The links are all in the description below. Enjoy the video. Hello, this is Carrigan in another video for you today. Today I'll be doing a review of the multimedia Sennelier USKBook, and this stands for Urban Sketchbook, and I absolutely love these, as you can see from my little mini collection of them. This is what the packaging looks like. This is acid-free multimedia paper. It's about 340 grams. This is not watercolor paper. I think there is a version that has watercolor paper that's made with watercolor paper, but I was not able to get that in the US. So I've been using just the multimedia paper, and it works just fine with all sorts of different media. So I think I have put these in order so you can kind of see my progression as my from very terrible artist to less terrible artist. That's where we're gonna go. And I love swatches, so there you're going to see a lot of pages with swatches because I love doing swatches. This is watercolor pencil. This is, I believe this is Albrechter watercolor pencil. This is Daniel Smith. I think this was one of my first early collections of Daniel Smith. I think I have way more colors than that now. And this is at Yosemite National Park. And so this is my attempt to draw my Yosemite National Park. More attempts to draw Yosemite National Park. Let's see, this is some fruit I got from Yosemite National Park, so I was going to try to do as much. This is also the hot chocolate from I think this whole big section. Okay, no, this is back to Brooklyn. Now this is later on. I think at one point I had misplaced this book and I started another one, so this is a little bit later on. And I think this was, you can tell this was a while ago because this was before. Now this is, I believe that this is water soluble graphite, and yes, I think this one is water soluble graphite and Inktense, I believe, is what this one is. And this one is a mixture of watercolor pencil and paints. And I think the paints, the ultimate paints, I think were like maybe Daniel Smith or something. So, and then you can keep going. Now, what you can do is you can sort of lay it out, and I think that was my original goal, but I ended up just using it like just a regular book. Now, one thing that does happen when I take this out is sometimes if you're working on like one page, you know, you end up dropping it, so you gotta kind of be mindful of how you hold it. But that's about the only thing. More swatches. I don't know, I think I did this one like this. I tried to, I don't know what I did. I turned it over, and that's Havong. That's like a blue soap I used to have in Honduras when I was little. And like I said, this was probably after I refound the book. This is I think what this one is this was done with I have a little tin of water soluble graphite. I think it's a graph, and it's like literally comes in like a tin, almost like a big chapstick tin, but it's graphite in there. More swatches. This was actually practice for some larger pieces that I'm still working on, trying to decide how I'm going to do that. And one of the things that I like about this book is that because it is so small, I think I got these for about $10 a piece. You can work through them fairly quickly. This was this summer, actually. I think this was DC. Yeah, this was this summer, earlier this summer when we were at DC. And I think these are the only paints I took with me when I went to DC. This might have been, this looks like watercolor pencil, at least in part. Anyway, this is more DC. And DC doesn't recycle. Yeah, I noticed that DC was not big on recycling while I was there practicing some granulation there. So you can see that these let you layer. This was also this was at the US Open, I think. And they gave us a ton of water at the US Open. Anyway, So and then this one probably has the most layering. This is one of my attempts at making a skein of yarn, which I'm still struggling with. I'm finding that to be a really challenging thing. But anyway, but you can see all the different layers that I used on here. So this paper definitely lets you do a lot of layering. Now, what I found that is harder to do with this paper is to do a lot of lifting. If you try to lift with this paper, it definitely becomes a problem. And the other thing is that the books can get a little dusty on the cover, but they do have the imprint, which I think is a seal of some sort. But they have the seal on one side, and that's kind of the only way to know what the beginning is. This is Daniel Smith. I think this is like Daniel Smith. This is also Daniel Smith. This I think is Sennelier. Yeah, this is definitely Sennelier. So then this is probably also Sennelier. I haven't been that careful about writing down the brand of paints. But this is definitely the Inktense travel set. And these are, once again, it doesn't say, okay, this is Daniel Smith. And this is, I was trying to make a skein of yarn and I abandoned my effort because I wasn't very happy with what I did. This is my spindle from Spinning Yarn, and this is also Daniel Smith. And I think, this is, I just used this I just finished a review with these. This is more Daniel Smith. This is Core and P.H. Martin's water-soluble ink. So you can do wet and dry. I mean, this is Core also, and this is wet on wet. I tried to do a lot of wet on wet for this one. This one is also Core, I think. Yep, this whole section is Core. So you can do watercolor, you can do graphite pencil, you can do watercolor pencil. So overall, I really like this book. I especially like the fact that it's small, and especially if you're like me and you're new to art, then I can definitely feel intimidated by something like this, which is like a big old thing, and the page is so much bigger, and it's just way more intimidating to try to figure out what to do. And I end up a lot of times just this is also multimedia. This is much thinner multimedia, but it's also a lot more pages, and it also feels like a lot more pressure, whereas this feels like a lot less pressure. The price on these two is actually about the same. I think this is like $12-13, and this is like $10-13 depending on when you get it. So it's not exactly the most frugal of art supplies, but it's really fun, especially if you're like me and you're new and you want to travel. This is the one I take too when I go and I do my outdoor painting. This one was done like at the US Open. Like I'm sitting there watching tennis, and I did that like at the US Open. Same here. This was done literally like as we were waiting for our table. This is also done at the US Open. This is what I take in my little mini purse, and I go with this. So overall, I really like this. The main thing to keep in mind with this book is that if you try to do any lifting, it's gonna give you drama. It's not the most frugal of books, but it is small and portable and much easier to travel than something like this, which is a regular. This is 8x5, and I think this is 4x6. I think it should say here. It does not say. The first one I had said, but this one doesn't say. Anyway, that's it. I just wanted to do one of these just to show you guys this book, which I really enjoy, and I'll give you a link to both the Sennelier page and the Amazon referral link down in the description. And let me know if you guys want to see more of these art journal reviews / flip throughs. Like I said, I'm not a professional artist or anything. I'm like, literally, you guys have watched me, do my progress as an artist or whatever. So you guys have seen me from the very beginning when I was just doing circles all the way till now. So I've been basically like live blogging my sort of journey. Anyway, thank you guys so much for watching. Let me know down in the comments if you guys want to see more of these, and don't forget to stay tuned for the video of Stewie, and I will see you guys next time. Bye.
Hello, Bella. Oh, who's your cute Bella?
you're so cute. Look at your furry self. Oh, look at the fur. Oh, you're so cute. Oh.